Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Josh with Kooker Tech, and today we're getting technical. Today I'm going to be covering some of the testing, durability testing I've been doing on the rear suspension that I've been working on. So I've already used the truck quite a bit for everyday, day-to-day driving. I have done the Hollyoaks already once before, ran it on the track, pushed it real hard, bottomed it out. I've ran it down about 400 something miles of ORV trail already this year, just beating it up, trying to find weak spots, issues, things I don't like. The suspension has not been valve tuned at all yet, so that's one big thing about the suspension. And the other big thing about the suspension is I have made one spring change so far. I went from a 550 pound, which is fine on the road, light off-roading, but if you start bouncing real hard, I started to bottom out here and there. And since I don't have the valving done, the 550 was just too soft. So I went up to a 700, was able to set the preload I want. Ride height's a little high, but it did off-road really good in a recent off-road trip and some other stuff I've done. So now I'm going to be doing a lot of the track today here at the Hollyoak RV Park, beating it up and kind of showing you what it can do. So here's an outside shot of the Hollyoak RV Park. And not sure if you can see it, but down in that area is the off-road track we have for the full-size vehicle. My truck here. And underneath here is the suspension that I've been working on. So, coil-over suspension with remote reservoir and the mounting design. So, I've removed the original upper mount, designed completely my own new mount. Then underneath, we utilize the rear stock design mount and use that as its mount location. Okay, a little update so far on how the truck's performing and what I've been doing. So I've just been going lap after lap around the track, trying to push the truck, trying to find points where it may break or any other possible issues with the suspension. And once again, there's no valving has been done to control the dampening better or the rebound better on the shock. So my biggest thing is I'm looking to see what is possibly going to break. You know, do I have somewhere, I was estimating something in the lower mount. So far, I've bounced the truck as hard as I can, drove it as hard as I can without fully abusing the vehicle. I felt the suspension bottom out in a couple spots, hit a couple times. I'm looking for those to see if anything's gonna cause a high stress point and break. So far, nothing. And this also isn't my first time driving it with this. I've been driving it all summer as much as I can to work, off-roading, up north. Anywhere I can find a spot to really wheel the vehicle and try to beat on the suspension to see where could there possibly be a breaking point. And so far, the mounts that I've done seem to be very secure, and I've also planned on trying to make them as secure as I can. So if anybody was suggesting me what type of metal to use, I would go with a stronger metal, a thicker metal. So if the average was 3/16, I was using 1/4 inch. Base plate mounting brackets, both of my base plates are 1/2 inch plate. So I really don't see those giving unless I have a major problem. My only possible concern was with the bolts, since I'm using the shock mount to hold the weight of the vehicle, could those mounts be weak? I've cut open an A-arm, which I'll display here in my video, and I really haven't found a major stress or part to be concerned about where it could possibly break just yet. Just been running it hard and trying to do my best to test it to see what could be wrong with it. As long as this passes well, I'm going to do the front this winter, and after that I'll be going into more tuning to try to get the truck to ride the way I want. And the goal for the suspension was to make something that's more weekend warrior and everyday use kind of thing was what my use was for it. And also everything has to be bolt on, no cutting into the vehicle, grinding, or etc. Optimizing what is already here on the vehicle for the suspension system. So other than that, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Don't have to wear a kidney belt anymore in this thing, and it rides way smoother and flexes more. Once again, my name's Josh with Kooker Tech. Today we got technical. I'd like to thank you guys today for watching.